Hello friends, welcome to Shepherd My Heart. Psalm 24, 1-2 says, "The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and all those who dwell therein. For he has founded it upon the seas and established it upon the rivers." In light of who God is, are you feeling burdened today? I want you to know that you are not alone. Paul describes what it was like to be burdened in 2 Corinthians 1, 8-9. He says, "For we do not want you to be unaware, brothers, of the affliction we experienced in Asia. For we were so utterly burdened beyond our strength that we despaired of life itself. Indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death." Have you ever felt that way? Are you feeling that way now? What made the difference for Paul? He had an experience with Jesus, and that made all the difference. Paul often spoke in his letters of his need for encouragement from the churches he planted, and he had those close to him that shared in his ministry. If you read his scriptures, he often talks about how he needs the churches to stand with him. Paul had a hope, and we see this in 2 Corinthians 1, 9a-10. And he says, "But that was to make us rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. He delivered us from such a deadly peril, and he will deliver us. On him we have set our hope that he will deliver us again." Paul invites you to know the hope that we have. And how do we have that hope? We spend time with Jesus. We ask Holy Spirit to speak to us through his word. We spend time in community with other believers who can encourage us in our time of need. And I know it's difficult for us to be vulnerable because we don't like to show that we have needs and that maybe we're failing or maybe we're not living life the way God intended. But it's Paul. If even Paul needed that, how much more do we? Job, after he went through tremendous trial and lost everything, and his body was marred beyond recognition, he came to the end and he said, in Job 42:5, "I had heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye sees you." So I just invite you to allow the things that happen in your life to take you from just hearing about him to seeing him and knowing him. God bless you and be with you in your time of need.